Rod, like you just said, you know you're big time when you're getting interviewed by
Oprah just
Winfrey,
doesn't.
right?
She don't interview anybody anymore.
That's right. I've not gotten a call from Oprah yet. Now, Rod, you played in the league for 17 seasons. Now, when it comes to Tom Brady, he said he likes to practice, he likes to train. So when it comes to him playing, continuing that longevity, how long do you see him sticking around for?
You know, the question is, how much longer can he play at his level, the level that he has set for himself, which is a high bar. You know, but, you know, when you play, I played 17 years in the National Football League, and at the end of your career, I think he's going to play 2 or 3, but at the end of your career, you're getting paid to practice. You're not getting paid to play the game
He's the MVP
anymore.
of the league, and we're talking about practice?
We're talking about practice.
Not a game.
So when you get to that point, it's hard to mentally get up to work out every day and to train every day the way you did when you were 25 or 22. So at the end of the day, if he's still loving it, if he's barring all major injuries, I give him 2 to 3 years.
You said the back half of your career, you were getting paid to practice, not to go out there and play on Sundays, right?
Sundays were fun.
Okay, all right. James, MJD, Tom Brady also told Oprah that he feels he has a little more to prove. What does he have to prove, Maurice?
I mean, you always want to go out to be the best, bar none, but I think it's what he does in the offseason, the way he works out, the way he trains, the way he eats, right? This guy talks about eating avocado ice cream.
Himalayan sea salt.
Yeah, right? Exactly. He talks about eating fish certain times of the year. So when you have a guy that prepares that way, he's doing that for a reason. It's a lifestyle to him. And I think that's one of the biggest things from Tom Brady is he grew up in the Bay Area. He's seen Joe Montana. He saw the Niners when they were riding high. He wants to go out as the GOAT. And we always talk about Aaron Rodgers being the best quarterback right now. He wants to make it clear that no one can go catch him.
Absolutely. He's a competitor. He wants to go and be the greatest. I mean, you got 5, but like all players, when you leave the game, you don't worry about the stats you have. You worry about, dang, I fumbled that one. I could have had that. I could have had that pick. I could have had that touchdown. So Tom Brady probably looks at it like that, too. He knows that, man, I could have 8 right now. You know what I mean? So he's chasing and still trying to get better. And I believe Tom could play at least till he's about 45 years old. They can't touch him. They can't touch him in practice. You don't need your leg. He ain't using his legs. He's sliding in the pocket. They can't touch him. I think he has at least 5 more years left in him. Brett Favre played until he was 41, and when I was a rookie, he was eating Snicker bars and everything with me on the plane, so his diet wasn't even like that. He got to 41, so I'm at least giving Tom 45.
And that's true because the offseason is set. The rules are set. I mean, they're overly protected in the pocket. The receivers are protected. They're protected down the field. But the offseason is set where they don't do a lot. I mean, back in the day, we were banging back in the day. So now these guys, you know, phase 1, they just go into the classroom. Phase 2, they go in the classroom and then outside, but they can't do anything competitive across from each other. Phase 3 is your OTAs, which is 10 of them. And then you have your mini camp, and that's it. And then you go to training camp, and you have 1 a day. The walkthrough is considered a second practice, but it's a walkthrough. So the way they practice today helps these players.
For me, when I was playing, I always wanted to be the best, right? So I wanted to see how Tom Brady practiced and he prepared. It was phenomenal. And one of the things I watched on him, I guess he was at Michigan. He was talking about how it wasn't which ring that he loved the most was the next one. And that's how he prepared and how he plays. With that mindset, he may play till he's 50.